I must have a microphone. I could have turned on the microphone inside that little camera right there, but I'd have had to get to the computer to do that. It's just a quick video. I actually didn't have planned on doing any videos. Brain's going kind of all over the place. um, but there's right now, we ain't got time to mess around no more. You know, um, as far as all this stuff with all this ascension stuff and everybody within these communities, there's enough issues going on where people still have the weird ego things and think maybe they're a bit above or over here, don't need to converse with these people. But a lot of that is actually starting to get fixed around just by people's heart spaces opening. But we still have some things where people are looking at stuff from a 3D way. We have people that I think it's great. They don't realize it. They got money. They don't understand. Hey, we're going to do this within our community. We'll go here. It's this much money a night, this much money a week. Travel across the country to get there. Not everybody's got that money. As a matter of fact, some of the people that I know that are really, really, really highly involved in the ascension process have been through hell and don't got shit, don't really want shit. So a lot of these people can't go to any of these places. And a lot of these places, there's a spiritual guy, there's a guru that, look, man, you're your own guru. There is not a guru or yogi on this earth that is above you. They will even tell you that. If I was up on the mountain, you came to ask me questions, you would leave with more questions. I would say, what does that mean to you? Because I can't answer all your questions. So we don't need that kind of stuff. What you need is your friends that you're tight with like that in nature. That's it. Go to a campground. You ain't got to spend all that kind of money. I mean, I understand some people want to do that, and I'm not condemning that. But we've got to remember there are people within our community that don't have shit. So maybe set up stuff, at different places, like a group of people set up something over here on the east, some in the central, some on the west. But we ain't got to go to these places where people are spending like $170 or $80 a night. I don't care if everything is included. Are you kidding me? My rent payment, of course, I have Section 8 help, is $225 a month. Well, that's almost a freaking rent payment for a month, for a night. Not everybody can do these things. So, hello, Rita. I got my camera over here on a desk now, so I'm not looking at my monitor anymore. So I had to look over there to see. And look, there's somebody there. But no, that's all my point. If anybody is within these communities, like on YouTube, and you got groups of people, and y'all want to meet and stuff, just think about stuff like that. Not everybody has, the vehicles to drive across the country, the money that's involved to go to all these places. There is some great state and national park systems. I know I've worked for a state park system in West Virginia. They're free. The state parks are free down there. You don't have to pay nothing to get into them. They're freaking awesome. But this whole country's filled with places like that, some of it's free camping, some of it's just a couple dollars a night camping. And I'm going to tell you what, right now, I quit drinking 15 years ago, and I come back to a full love with nature, but beyond anything that I had ever known. People talk about Mother Nature, Gaia, and the spirit of the planet. I went, yeah, spirit of the planet, here we go. Ooga booga. But do a bunch of changes and stuff. Before I even went really big in the direction that I'm going now, when I quit drinking, I did notice that there is something to that. Everything in nature is conscious. You can feel everything. I'm not saying that Fred the tree is going to come talk to you, or Joanne the blue herring is going to come down and say, hey, you can understand me now, like Dr. Doolittle. No, it don't exactly work that way. Different levels of consciousness. But you can feel it all. And that is some healing stuff. Just sitting in the dirt in nature. I mean, there's been plenty of times where I've sat along the river where I fished at, and I reel in my line. There's no bait there. The bait ain't been there for a while. Water washed it off, but I didn't care. I thought I seen a freaking falcon or something off in the distance. I can feel the air coming off the water and the energy of the trees and nature around me. That's what healed me from drinking. Easily. I just started gardening, planting things. Before I knew it, my whole yard was full of flowering everything. Forsythia bushes, they flower yellow in the spring. The apple trees, the weeping cherry tree that I bought and put in that yard, my hydrangeas, which were like well over 4 foot tall, dinner sized, you know, dinner plate sized flowers on them. Nature's healing. So let's just remember these things. We set up these kind of things. Let's try and think to ourselves, not everybody has the money, and we don't need, a guru in a special place that they say special. I know people all over the earth right now that are swearing they're coming up on and reopening old portals and stuff. They're just off in the middle of the woods, somewhere nobody'd even look. There's magical places all over this planet. Just got to tune into it. So there's a thought. If anybody's setting up any of these kind of things within their little communities, try and do yourself something like that. Save a little bit of that money and use it for something interesting. Maybe instead of paying for motel rooms, you go camping, and the money you saved, you say to yourself, I'm going to buy crystals. Everybody seems to like crystals, and just hand them out to people or something like that. I don't know, whatever you come up with. Use your money for whatever. But, like I said, you just need the energy of the people and nature. You don't need all the other stuff. I mean, if you want it, that's fine. But just remember these things. When everybody's trying to set up things within their communities, not everybody has the cash to go do these things. Anyways, peace and love, y'all. Have a great evening. I'm out of here. Hey, look at that. There's comments. Hold on a second. I might have to fix around this whole camera issue. Been camping for life for 7-8 years. I love camping. Yeah, there's magic everywhere. Yeah, you bring up the idea of a gathering, nobody jumps on it. I understand. I'm the same way, but the only reason it hasn't happened yet is because I'm not sure where my land is at the moment. I will find it, and everybody's welcome. That's it. I'll have nice cleared out areas where we can do things. You want to set up a tent, back in a camper, whatever, stay for a couple of days. Hell, maybe you want to stay 6 months and hide from society. Go right ahead, man. Build you a Sasquatch nest. I don't care. Treehouse, whatever. That's the way it should be, We're all going around going, I own this land, the government owns this land, you can go here, you can't go there, you got to pay to do this. Screw all that. Nobody owns this planet. Shoot. But anyways, yep, bye-bye. Y'all have a good day. Peace and love. Oh, good weekend, week, whatever.